You need to hear this if you're a paranormal enthusiast. Ready to dive into the unknown? Join the Tristan channel as we journey through spine-tingling paranormal encounters, unexplained supernatural phenomena, and perhaps some eye-popping UFO sightings. Our world is full of mysteries, and together we'll explore the eerie, the bizarre, and the downright unexplainable. From haunted houses to cryptic creatures, we'll react to the most chilling and baffling compilations. So if you're ready to test your courage and expand your mind, hit that subscribe button and let's unravel the unknown together. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the Tristan channel.
Hello and welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. It feels like it's been a while. I finally managed to, I finally got a night where I can do recording. If I seem a little bit tired, I do apologise. It's just one of those things. It's been a mental week. It's gonna be a mental week next week. So yeah, not looking forward to it. So in this video, we'll be paying a visit to Scarycomp. And this is these scary ghost videos captured terrifying real evidence on tape. However, from what I've seen in the thumbnail, in the comments, I couldn't help but read, because it was on the first bit, you don't have to click on it, you can see it. There's a bit in here which is definitely maybe AI, but yeah, if it is what I think it is, because the thumbnail, yeah, most likely. But anyway, it might be still freaky, so either way, it's going to be, we're going to like it, whether it's real or not. But it is a bit deceiving, anyway. It says real evidence caught on tape when it's just, there's one that's on AI now. So anyway, but apart from that, like I said, I hope you're okay. So grab yourself a brew and let's check it out.
The following CCTV footage was recorded late at night in 2022, during a time when the area should have been completely dead silent. No people, no activity, nothing moving near the property at all. But for a brief moment, the camera appears to capture something that should not have been there. Something dark, fast, and difficult to explain. Watch closely. Near the gate on the right side of the screen, a shadowy form.
Mind you saying that, I still couldn't fucking see it.
Near the gate on the right side of the screen, a shadowy form suddenly slips into view, then vanishes almost instantly, as if it was never there.
I only saw that because he pointed out, but how the hell do you folks see this shit? It's grey. It's grayscale picture. So it's like a faded shadow thing on a grey background. I'm not going to see it, am I?
There to begin with. Some viewers believe it could be a simple camera malfunction, the kind of visual distortion security systems sometimes produce in darkness. And yes, insects near the lens, shifting...
When you slow it down like that, then I can see it.
light or digital interference can create strange effects. But others think this clip feels far more disturbing than an ordinary glitch. In paranormal folklore, there are countless stories about black, human-like figures that appear only for a split second, lingering at the edge of sight before disappearing without a trace. Some believe they are wandering spirits. Others say there's something even darker, entities that move through places unnoticed until a camera catches them at exactly the wrong moment. Of course, there's no way to prove that from one short clip alone. But when something appears out of the darkness, moves with purpose, and then melts away as if it was never part of this world, it leaves behind an unsettling question. Was this only a shadow? Or did that camera catch something truly paranormal passing through the night? Kaulan krabi furious stansiotis, norfriseno round recassages anaris. This creepy clip was reportedly recorded somewhere in Indonesia.
Did you catch the end bit? He's like, it's this
By a woman who had gone to check on her new apartment late at night. From the moment she arrived, something already felt wrong. The entire place was without power, completely dark, silent, and unnaturally still. Most people would have turned around right there.
Except the light in the hole.
But after traveling a long distance to get there, she decides not to waste the trip and steps inside anyway. And what she ends up capturing is the kind of footage that would make anyone regret walking through that door.
يا بنات لا تناموا بطونكم فاضية، أنا صحيت جوعانة وأحس بطني راح يلصق بظهري من الجوع.
Oh, hello. Hello.
As her camera moves through the darkness, several figures can suddenly be seen gathered around a table in the kitchen. What looks like a woman, and a group of children standing unnaturally still. Then, almost at once, they turn toward her. Their eyes appear to glow in the dark, fixed directly on her from across the room. The moment is so...
Look at your legs, love. You got a stomach, you got like stilts for legs. Look at you. I know you're AI, but look at you.
Sudden and so deeply unnatural that she immediately screams and runs in terror. Whether this was some kind of elaborate setup, a trick of the light, or something genuinely sinister waiting inside that apartment, the footage is disturbing enough to...
But it looks like she runs backwards because she turns and then it looks like she goes backwards. I thought, oh, she runs with the camera pointing that way. It just looks weird, but it's fake as fuck. Man.
Leave one terrifying question behind. If no one was supposed to be living there, then who, or what, was waiting for her in the dark? Kyle makes his way down to the basement early in the morning, and this time, whatever he hears is nothing like the strange activity he had dealt with before. In the past, it was subtle. The sound of children giggling, light footsteps, the eerie sense of something small moving around below.
It actually reminds me of the lady in Mama, the film Mama.
Oh,
Mama?
but on
Mama?
this morning, the energy feels completely different. The noise is loud, violent, and impossible to ignore.
His footsteps. Oh,
I had a bit of a problem there because I was trying to say it English, but the way the Americans pronounce mama. See, I'm having a problem now. After watching that film, Mama? Who's caused problem? Mama? Mama. Oh, for fuck's sake. So it's been one of those weeks. Mama. That's it, Mama.
my basement door. What the?
When the pounding suddenly stops, Kyle opens the door and finds no one there. At first, he reaches for the most rational explanation. Maybe someone heard him coming and slipped away. Maybe it was some kind of prank. Maybe there's a logical answer he just hasn't figured out yet. But that idea falls apart almost instantly. Outside, the ground is blanketed in fresh snow. If anyone, child or adult, had been there, there should have been footprints leading away from the house. But there are none. Nothing. No tracks. No sign that anyone ever came or went. And that's where this case turns far more disturbing. Because if whatever was making that noise didn't leave like a real person, then maybe it never needed to leave at all. Maybe it was never outside the door in the normal sense. Maybe it was already inside, only changing the way it made itself known. Some viewers believe that's exactly what makes this footage so unsettling. The activity no longer feels playful. It feels aggressive, like whatever is in that house is becoming bolder. And for Kyle, this is no longer just another creepy incident to brush aside. It's one more terrifying piece of a haunting that seems to be escalating, with no clear explanation in sight. Late one night, a woman named Tammy was pulling into her driveway, expecting nothing more than a quiet return home. But the moment she stepped out of her car, something across the road caught her attention, something that immediately felt wrong. She couldn't explain it, only that whatever she was looking at didn't belong there. Thankfully, the entire encounter was captured on her CCTV camera. Take a look.
Oh, I saw this in another video. This is weird. It's like a shape-shifting light. Looks like a creature from Those Who Remain. Could it be a crackhead with a flashlight, or fuck knows?
Across the street, a strange glowing light appears, hovering low to the ground. At first, it seems like it might be something ordinary, until Tammy realizes the light isn't moving by itself. It's attached to something else, a dark figure, crawling unnaturally on all fours. Moments later, it rises up, standing upright for just a second as if scanning the area. Then it begins to move again, stepping along the sidewalk before its shape briefly distorts in a way that doesn't look human at all. And just as quickly, it drops back down onto all fours and disappears out of frame. Tammy says she has no idea what she witnessed that night, but whatever it was, it didn't move like a person. It didn't behave like anything she recognized. And seeing something like that, alone in the darkness, is enough to leave anyone shaken. Late one night, two girls were home alone, spending what looked like an ordinary sleepover together. It's unclear whose house they were staying in, but judging by what was captured that night, it's probably not a place either of them would want to sleep in again. At the time, it seemed harmless. Just two kids staying up late, talking, laughing, and recording on a phone. But somewhere in the background of that innocent moment, something deeply unsettling appears.
Who are you? Walking really funny.
The girl behind the camera is known as Kay Marie, and according to her, this footage was recorded years ago when she was still in grade school. A lot of time has passed since then, but she says she still hasn't forgotten what happened that night. In her own words, she and her cousin were just messing around when they accidentally captured something strange. And once you see it, it's easy to understand why the memory never left her. Watch closely.
Okay? Okay, start over. Hello from the other side. Walking really funny. That one ready? Go. Hold on, go over there and then go like. Dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? What was that? Did you guys see that? At least I got that on camera. Bye.
It happens fast, so fast that you could miss it if you blink. A pale, translucent-looking figure suddenly passes by, almost like a thin wisp of smoke taking shape for only a second. Kay Marie instantly reacts, clearly aware that she saw something, but unable to understand what it was. Then, just after she asks, "Who are you?" something even stranger seems to dart above her head.
Dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello? What was that?
The movement is so quick and so unnatural that it's almost impossible to make out any clear shape. It doesn't move like a person. It doesn't drift like dust. It just shoots across the room with an eerie, weightless motion that feels wrong the moment you see it. And as disturbing as that already is, it wouldn't be the only strange thing captured that night, because later on, Kay Marie records something even harder to explain.
What was that? Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here.
This time, a faint voice can be heard in the footage, quietly saying, "Come here." It's barely audible, but once noticed, it becomes difficult to ignore. The voice sounds thin, distant, almost whispered from somewhere just out of frame. What makes it even more disturbing is that Kay Marie says she didn't hear it in the moment. And yet only seconds later, she repeats those exact same words herself, as if responding to something she wasn't even consciously aware of.
Come on. Come here.
No one knows where that voice came from, or why she echoed it back. But even that isn't the strangest part of the night, because only moments later, while filming in the living room, Kay Marie appears to capture one final detail that leaves the entire experience even more unsettling. Watch carefully.
Hello from the other side. Walking really funny. At least I got that on camera. Bye.
On the surface of the TV screen, a reflection suddenly appears, showing what looks like something moving through the room where no one should have been. And that's what makes this part so disturbing. Kay Marie is sitting down at the time, and her cousin is in another room. If no one else was there, then whose movement is reflected on that screen? And why does the reflection show that figure? but not the flash from her phone or the light from the room behind her. Kay Marie herself pointed out that the screen did not reflect the camera light the way it should have. In other words, whatever appeared there didn't seem to behave like an ordinary reflection at all. To this day, she still shares the footage hoping someone can explain what happened that night. But so far, no one has been able to give her an answer. And maybe that's the most unsettling part of all. A man known as Jack M203 lives alone in a small house in Mexico, and for weeks, something has been disturbing the silence outside his home at night. Again and again, he hears strange noises coming from the backyard, sounds unsettling enough to pull him outside to investigate. But every time he checks, there's nothing there. No person, no animal, no clear source. Hoping to finally catch whatever has been lurking beyond the house after dark, Jack installs a security camera facing the backyard. Then, one night, the camera detects motion.
Oh, God. As Nuke's top 5 would say, did you see it? Right, love. Oh, is it? It's pareidolia, isn't it?
Just above the clothesline, a shape begins to appear, and it looks disturbingly like a face staring straight into the lens. Not just a shadow, not just a blur, but something with features almost human, hanging in the darkness as if it's watching. Jack immediately switches on the outdoor light, and the face vanishes. But the moment the light goes out again, it returns.
Yeah, no, it's pareidolia. I can see it. As if you closely look at it, that's the vase or pot, whatever's on the roof there, or side. It's a plant pot, it's pareidolia. Solved.
After posting the footage online, Jack claimed he may have captured something paranormal on camera. So,
See, it's that
what do
pot.
you think was waiting outside his house in the dark? A trick of shadows, or something far more sinister that didn't want to be seen
Yeah,
in the
trick of
light?
shadows.
A man named Nate, experiencing strange, unsettling incidents for long. Over time, more and more people began telling him the same thing, that maybe he was giving whatever this is too much attention, that every reaction, every acknowledgement, every fearful response might actually be making the paranormal activity worse. So Nate decided to change his approach. He stopped reacting, stopped speaking to it, stopped giving it any attention at all. He tried to go about his normal routine as if nothing unseen was there with him. But that silence didn't last. Because one morning, this happened.
Alright. So you people tell me to ignore things, so... Tell me what the that is. I have... things going on in here and in the bathroom right above me, or some upstairs above me at the same time. But, you know, I'll just ignore it. And
Oh, pardon me.
it's not as simple as people think. Unless people experience these things.
Yeah, all that stuff about if you ignore it, you take away its power. It's absolute garbage.
Then
Oh, pardon me.
it's not as easy as just ignoring it when this shit happens to you. I'm working on it.
Once again, faint whispers can be heard in the background. The words are unclear, but the presence of a voice is hard to ignore. And what makes the moment even more disturbing is that, just seconds before he started recording, the cabinet the cup falls from had been completely shut. No one touched it. No one opened it. Yet somehow, the cup still ends up falling out. Moments like this are exactly why so many people believe attention matters in cases of haunting and unexplained activity. Some say that fear feeds it, that reacting gives whatever is there more energy to work with. But others believe ignoring it doesn't weaken it at all. It only forces
As this video proves, hello.
it to become more aggressive, more obvious, more impossible to ignore. And for Nate, the disturbing activity doesn't stop inside his house, because whatever follows him there may also be following him to work.
All right. Good morning, ghosts. Happy Friday to you guys, too. Well, I don't really see anything out of place or kind Everything looks... Oh. I could feel that. I could feel that. Did I offend you by saying good morning? That's different. All right. I take back the good morning then. Oh, okay. We're gonna do this now. All right. I take back good morning then. Jesus Christ. Well, now the knocking on the walls has started once again. Just figure I'd turn the camera on and see if I can catch it, because I mean it was every wall. Like, and it's inside because when it did it on this wall, this and the chains were slightly swaying. So that tells me I wish I can understand what whatever this is wanted. I mean, is there any way to let me know exactly what it is you're trying to tell me, or I just don't understand what exactly it is.
At the cemetery where Nate works, something can be heard slamming against the garage walls again and again. These don't sound like random settling noises or distant echoes. They sound heavy, deliberate, almost like something on the other side is trying to force its way through, or trying to make absolutely sure it's heard. Some viewers believe the location itself may be part of the reason. Cemeteries have long been linked to lingering spiritual energy, places marked by grief, loss, anger, and unfinished emotions. But others think the explanation may be even darker than that. They believe this may not be tied to the cemetery at all, but to Nate himself, that something may have attached itself to him, following him from one place to another. And then, while at work, he finds one of the strangest signs yet.
We have this morning. Just one. No other ones. Just one single claw print or weird handprint. Fingers are super long. They look a little sharp on the edge, like small scratches underneath. And there is
your collection because that flashlight just doesn't cut it anymore. You'll tell you that firearm to protection and keep it back.
It's almost like it was jumping up
We have a selection of rifles,
there,
and accessories to make sure you feel protected.
but I don't see anything.
On the floor is a deep, claw-like mark. Not several, just one. As if something appeared for a moment, dragged itself across the surface, and then vanished without a trace. Some viewers even say they can hear quiet whispers near the end of the clip, though no one can clearly make out what is being said. And that only makes the footage more unsettling, because if that mark wasn't made by a person, then what left it there? For now, no one has an answer, and whatever is haunting Nate's life remains very much unexplained. This next video was captured by a Ring camera inside the home of a woman named Jennifer, a stunning historic house built in 1907, filled with antique items dating back to 1903. It's the kind of place where every room feels heavy with age, where history seems to cling to the walls. But not all history stays quiet.
Ooh, pretty.
Not long after moving in, Jennifer began noticing things she couldn't explain. Soft footsteps when no one else was there. Faint whispers drifting the periphery. Sure, empty rooms. Objects appearing slightly out of place, as if something had touched them when no one was looking. Disturbed by the growing activity, Jennifer contacted several mediums, and strangely, each of them told her the same thing. They sensed children inside the house. Then one night, her Ring camera captured something that made those warnings far harder to ignore. The first thing viewers noticed were the large orbs moving inside the dollhouse, unsettling enough on their own. But then something even
To be honest, I was distracted by the cat.
stranger happens. The dollhouse camera itself appears to shift position, as if it has been moved by something unseen. And that isn't the only detail people picked up on. At the very start of the footage, just as the cat walks down the stairs, some viewers say they can hear a faint sound in the background. What resembles a man quietly coughing. Later, Jennifer revealed that
If that thing's picking up sound, that noise is most likely the noise from the nose of the cat as it's sniffing the camera.
the family who once lived in the house had died tragically, and that detail changed everything. Because if multiple mediums sense children there, and an unexplained sound like a man's cough can be heard in the background, then what exactly is still inside that house? Some believe there may be more than one presence there, and not all of them are children. Others think the house may still be holding on to the energy of the family that never truly left. So, was this simply old wood, old cameras, and coincidence? Or is Jennifer living with something still lingering in the shadows of that home?
Well then, that's Scarycomp. I wouldn't say they're that scary. They're bizarre, interesting. A lot of them can explain, like pareidolia. That noise is probably the cat being so close to the camera. Obviously, the woman with the children around the table, definitely AI. So anyway, but we can only roll with these things when we react to them. We can only roll with what we got. Roll the dice, as it were. But anyway, thanks for taking the time to sit and through these and watch them with me. If you're new to the channel, then please, please do subscribe, because one, it doesn't cost you a thing, and two, it'd be great to have you with us. So until next time, take care and be well.